Speaking of younger guys, this is the worst segue. I recently came across my middle school photo album. When I was in 7th grade. This is for you millennials. We used to have to actually print photos and we would glue them into a book and then never look at them again. And I have a lot of these. But this is my middle school. It says Adam Sank's middle school album on it. So I was flipping through it, and when you're 13, you don't take good pictures. The pictures suck. It's here's the snowman, here's the shark at Universal Studios, and here's Julio the gardener, shirtless. I don't know why I took so many pictures of him. So then I'm flipping through, and then I was like, what? Because there's 2 pages of photos of nothing but middle school guys in the locker room in their underwear. Yeah. Shut up. We're not doing that. Apparently, I had brought my little Kodak Instamatic camera to school one day and thought, I don't have any porn, I'll make my own. And went into the locker room and photographed these 13 and 14-year-old boys in their underwear. And the weird thing is, I don't remember getting savagely beaten after doing this. They all, in every picture, they're kind of just they're just sheepish, what are you doing? Trying to turn away from me. And I saw this, and part of me was I was so proud. I really was. I was proud of that 13-year-old gay kid who wanted something to fantasize about and jack off to, and he didn't have anything, so he had the balls to go into middle school with a camera and take pictures of the boys in their underwear in the locker room. I was like, that's really kind of cool. But what's not so cool is to be a 47-year-old man in possession of these pictures of 13 and 14-year-old boys in their underwear. That's maybe not cool at all. And I thought, I have to get rid of this. I can't have this in my possession. So I was like, I'm going to throw it away. Well, you guys know, in New York City, throwing something out is no easy task. I brought it down to the recycling room, and there's, it's not really plastic, it's not metal, it's everything. And so there's a shelf for odd household items where people leave their Christmas tree stands and whatever. And I'm like, oh, I'll leave it there. And I start to walk away, and I'm like, you know what? I've got some nosy-ass neighbors, and they might be curious to look at a book that says Adam Sank's middle school photos. I can't leave this here. So now I'm ripping out all the underwear pictures. I'm leaving the snowman and Julio. I'm ripping out the underwear shots, and I make a little pile, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to burn these. I'm gonna have to burn them. There's no other way to get rid of these safely. And where am I gonna burn? So I don't have a fire pit. I live on the 4th floor. I'm freaking out. So I wind up going back into my apartment, throwing them in the bathtub, pouring some lighter fluid on them, and throwing in a match. And I'm watching it burn, and I'm thinking, here I am, alone on a Friday night, burning kiddie porn. Again. I should really call that twink down the street and see if he wants to join me.